and N as and that is my channel. It's Zero Epion. Correct.
Alright, here we go. I'm your third subscriber.
Well, I'm 30 seconds into this broadcast, so I don't give a fuck. I don't. Last time we started this off by talking about meth. Well, we've already held that discussion. So, what are we gonna bitch and complain about tonight?
Cocaine!
Cocaine!
It's time for some cocaine.
You want some
fucking cocaine?
Cocaine T-Rex. I love the cocaine T-Rex. Wah, 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 wah. Cocaine! Yeah.
Danger sugar.
Wah, 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 wah. Cocaine! Yeah.
Best part of waking up!
It's cocaine in your cup!
Cocaine in your coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Colin, you've been quiet for like the longest time.
I've just been taking information.
Oh my god.
You want some cocaine?
I
You
was
want some
listening.
cocaine? You want some motherfucking cocaine?
Heck yes.
Like,
It cuts out.
yeah, like, cause yeah, you know, cocaine's a lot like meth, cause that's such a good idea, right?
I know, they're such great ideas.
Like, at what point, once again, at what point do you wake up and be like, yeah, cause snorting some cocaine seems like a great idea, you know?
That was nice.
Don't like a pig.
Now, you know, I'll have no problem, and I fully advocate, excuse me, I have no problem with, and I fully
The
advocate.
inhalation of wet.
No, not wet. The inhalation of marijuana.
Yeah.
I support that.
Inhalation. Yeah, because if you're just putting it in your mouth and blowing out the smoke, you're not doing shit. You gotta inhale that.
You gotta hold it, even if it burns. You gotta hold it.
You gotta lung hit that shit. That's what we call it, lung hit.
You gotta
Yep.
struggle through.
You don't pull it. You don't pull on a joint like you do a cigarette. You pull that bitch with your lungs like you're trying to suck in air, all the way down to the bottom. And
Sky.
I ain't done
so,
Sky, I have a question. Have you ever seen those videos where those guys take like one-hit challenges off blunts and crap?
yeah, I've seen some.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
I drink to forget, but I remember the next morning, so I go drinking again, and I forget for about 15 minutes.
I just drink.
I lose like
Rogers. I remember that
15 grand later, you know?
You guys are all like, I drink to remember, but I still forget, and I'm just like, I just drink. I drink.
Tastes good.
I
It tastes
drink
good.
because I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm not really an alcoholic, but still. At what point does becoming an alcoholic seem like a good idea?
Oh, it's a grand idea.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna drink myself into this drunken stupor because fuck it, YOLO, right?
Just fuck it. Fuck life, right?
Yeah, right? Fuck it. You know, because, you know, why not, right?
Yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, you got nothing to lose.
Pretty much.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
Hold on, I found this thing on Instagram. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, give me a minute.
Alright.
It's about like. Hold on, never mind. It's not. It's a video. It's a video. I'd have to find it. I want to finish up this resupply from my warehouse real quick, and I'll try to find it.
I am traveling to Orphan Rock to go kill some hag ravens.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
What the fuck?
What was that?
That's Brandon Rogers.
I know, I
It's the original meme.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
Hey, I'm gonna
These
introduce
thighs
you
could crush a
guys.
baby's skull.
I'm gonna introduce you guys to a channel that I think you guys should definitely check out. It's
I
called
swear to God, it's Raccoon Eggs.
No, it's the Angry Video Game Nerd. He does a lot of reviews on old NES and Sega and Atari games and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely check that
I
out.
have an NES actually downstairs.
I have an Anthony currently right now.
I used to have a Sega Genesis and an Atari, but no. I think they're in the basement somewhere.
Anthony, I'm gonna miss you Tuesday, considering the fact that we're not gonna see each other.
Same with Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah. Me and Anthony are in summer school together, Sky.
This guy just went completely quiet.
No, it's not. I'm looking.
Hold on.
It's like, God damn it.
I'm gonna put
You
this
guys are
thing
in
in my
summer school? You fucking idiots.
warehouse. He's like, God damn. Like the guy said, set yourself up for success.
Let's see, where's Bugs? Yeah.
Out of the 40 kids that were supposed to be there, it was literally just 6 people that would always show up every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's how bad our school is.
Our school don't care, they're not gonna make you do it. If you don't want to fucking succeed, they're not gonna force you to.
Oh, okay. So once the Blessings of Nature quest is started, then Orphan Rock becomes the home for hag ravens and witches.
I actually don't even know what the heck he's saying, so I'm gonna go with it. Okay.
Well, I'm
Playing the
just
game at
saying.
White House.
Yeah, I'm playing Skyrim, and like I'm at Orphan Rock trying to kill some hag ravens to get some items that I need, but I'm like I roll up to fucking Orphan Rock, and I'm like, wait a second, there ain't shit here, you know? I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, did my game glitch out or something? So I had to stop and look it up on fucking Google, and apparently that they don't show up until you start this one particular quest. So I was like, damn, did I fuck up my game or something? But nah, I'm good.
We've all been there before. We fucked up our Skyrim game. We all had to start it over completely.
No. This is the same. I was like a mission away from the GTA 5 story, and I just like fucked it up, and I don't even know how.
Okay, I found the video.
Of what?
The weed thing.
Oh.
Hold up, I'm in
like-
secret now.
You wanna just like watch it yourself? Do you want me to play it over the mic?
Even? Yeah, even. That'll work.
You can. I don't care. I don't think any of my viewers will care either.
You may notice that my audio quality is slightly less shit today, and that's because I now have a Blue Yeti mic. From now on, hopefully my voice will sound less gloomy. Also, now I can do this. You guys, back to a raccoon.
Hey, I've heard this guy.
Raccoon Eggs?
But enough about the mic. Talk about this anti-marijuana campaign called Stay True Oregon, and why it's possibly some of the most bullshit propaganda I've ever seen. Judging from the liked distance ratio on all their videos, I think it's safe to say that people are seeing right through the bullshit. So let's watch why people hate them so much.
You know, I made a decision right then and there, you know, I was like, I'm done with this, I'm not gonna let marijuana control my life anymore. You know, I'm not gonna let it influence my daily choices, like it had for the last 5 to 6 years. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
whatever.
every single coming
Yeah,
I
whatever.
have, and every mistake I've ever made, it's all because of the devil's lettuce. It's
Oh, you're full of shit.
my actions. I'm just gonna blindly pin the blame on weed and claim that it's controlling my every decision. I don't need to sound logical about this at all because I'm getting paid for this ad either way. Boy, I sure hope we finish filming soon so I can go home and roll one up. Alright, so now you know kind of what this campaign's approach to weed is. Essentially, they find someone with a weed horror story and blow it way out of proportion and make weed look like it's on par with wolf.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I can totally see where they're coming from. I think that to an extent, weed definitely does have the potential to mess with your life, but that's why you need to be responsible with how you use it, just like any other substance. Like when someone gets in a drunk driving accident, it's not like the police just say, "Oh, poor thing, he was under the influence, it's not his fault, he decided to drive while drunk, he didn't know any better."
Yeah.
And look, I get these guys are trying to scare people away from pot because they think it's the right thing to do, but they're going about it completely the wrong way.
A lot of friends that started out
myself included, smoking pot recreationally. Over time, it went from a recreation to a priority. We're just lives. I knew that wasn't for me.
I've never heard that actually ever happen to anyone. They're so full of shit.
They are, dude, I've been smoking since I was 16 years old.
Here, I'll play it from the part where Wayne started talking.
It has never become a priority.
Hi, my name's Francisco, and I used to hang out with a bunch of idiots with no self-control. I remember how they used to go to school high, drive around high, and even go to work high. As soon as I realized how addicting marijuana must be, I knew it wasn't for me, so I smashed all my bongs and dedicated my life to shitting out anti-weed propaganda. Alright, here's an idea. I'm talking to all you fuckers out there running this campaign.
Yeah!
Instead of preaching about how horrible weed is, instead just tell people to simply be responsible with it. Not only would that message get through to a lot more people, but maybe then your videos wouldn't get fucked in the ass with dislikes.
Oh, I like this guy.
But anyways, I've pretty much said everything I
This
wanted
guy
to
is
say,
smart.
so I don't. Oh, that's it? I don't want him to use weed, so I don't. Oh my fucking god, dude, that's some powerful fucking advertising right there. No, but I just want to know why this is talking about his
Come
like he's
on.
not even there.
I can't
Like,
fucking
hope you
climb this
realize
rock.
He's literally right next to you. He can hear every word you're saying. Hell, you probably just introduced him to weed, so nice fucking going. I worked hard to get this job.
Hey, Cam.
We might mess that up. Alright, hold up. What? Why is this like 15-year-old kid working in a giant-ass factory? And what the hell does he think he's doing coming up to talk to me? Get back to inspecting those pipes, you corporate slave. Alright, last one, I swear. How do you make it hard to learn? Oh, it should make it so hard to do algebra, so I just draw random lines instead. Yo, I have an idea. This is gonna sound crazy, but how about don't smoke weed before school? Okay, wild idea, I know. Kinda goes along with using responsibly. Anyways, I'm getting sick of these ads, so I'm gonna wrap things up. But in conclusion, State True Oregon is complete bullshit, and weed is completely harmless, as long as you don't use it like an idiot. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If I got a laugh out of you, make sure you leave a like, and let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying it.
Oh, you definitely got a laugh out of me, bruh. That was fucking hilarious. He's like, oh, I don't know, here's a good idea. How about not smoking weed before you go to school?
Henry, Achilles. Half the kids at our school, Wayne.
Yeah.
Dane also does that.
Oh, you're just talking about everybody in general,
Yeah,
bruh.
he's done that before. But I'm pretty sure he's done it just as much as Henry has.
No, I feel like Henry just makes it more obvious.
Meg's up for adoption.
He literally hid the shit in his freaking gym locker and expected no one to find it.
Yeah, because that's like the smartest idea ever. Nobody's ever thought about that. Oh, I've got all this weed. Let me just stick this in my locker where nobody will check.
First of all, it's in a mason jar and there's no lock on the locker. You don't just expect someone to just not come up to it and be like, hey, look at this. Look at a mason jar full of lettuce. They open it, freaking the aroma of skunk just fills the locker room. I'm not even joking, it smelled like a skunk died in there for like a good month and a half.
Yeah.
And it probably
Henry's
still
a
does, to be
fucking
honest.
idiot.
He's on probation now because
Dude,
he
what
got
the hell?
caught. He said he was using, but really he was going to distribute it, you know?
Oh,
So,
Yeah, I
instead
know,
of-
I was in the chat.
Instead of freaking saying that he
Yeah,
was disputing,
Peter
he
is
took
fat.
the quote-unquote lesser punishment by saying he was just using, which still isn't even that smart. I'm like, if you don't want to get caught with it, don't do it in the fucking first place like a retard.
Friday, man.
But knowing Henry, that just goes right through his freaking noggin.
The guy who wants to beat up his
And then I was
hamster.
calling him an idiot too.
As calling him an idiot, he just falls up. He just comes out saying, "Oh, I'm not dumb. I'm just whatever."
I'm,
Oh,
just,
you're saying he's one of the smart people because
I'm not dumb. I'm
smart people do
academically
it.
challenged.
I'm like, Henry, you literally failed every single class this year. How are you even going into 11th grade? You're barely even showing up for summer school, kid. How many credits do you have to make up?
I guarantee it's like 20.
Compared to even just like the English credit that I have to do right now, 12 hours to read a book when you only have 15 hours of seat time to actually complete each credit, that's bull. I mean, this kid's sitting here not even, he's only been there like 2 days out of the like frickin' 2 weeks we've been there.
And the majority of the time, he just gets everyone in there in fucking trouble.
And I guarantee each of those times he was high.
Yeah, well, he got us all in trouble. I almost fucking hit him one day because he got us all in trouble. He basically kept hard starting.
Sherm and Dane banned him from his house because he would always freaking be smoking there.
He was blazing it. He was blazing it like it was going out of
Like,
style,
no,
huh?
the story with Sherm was like, Henry wasn't, he told Henry, like, specifically not to bring anything, and he did. And he even tried to hide it from him.
Oh my god. But he just deserved to get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
And it was a
asking
lot, too.
for
It was
it.
like, it was a decent amount, too. It was like 2 ounces.
Yeah, he was asking for that shit. No, I lie. He wasn't asking for it. He was tempting fate, begging to get caught with that shit.
And with the school thing, he had a whole mason jar full of it just sitting in his locker, and he got out of school for like, what, a week? That's
what the
it?
fuck? Are you serious?
And this isn't the first time he's been caught with it either.
Dude, what the fuck?
I mean, Dennis with the knife thing, like, he just pulled it out to show Tristan. He like jokingly like, give me your money.
breaking lockpick.
And someone stitched him out. He got out of school for a month.
Yeah, he
Compared to
almost went to
Henry's
juvie
freaking-
for it.
Yeah, he almost went to juvie for it too. And then Henry freaking has a mason jar full of whatever, however much that is. Probably half.
Yeah,
of the
mason
got
jar.
it.
Henry has it.
Silver emerald necklace, I'm taking that. I don't need that stamina potion though. Fuck that shit.
Henry's like, my stamina potion is my big old mason jar full of lettuce.
Okay, I know what this is for. This is for the Ethereum shards. But I don't need to open that
Henry's
now.
a fucking idiot. Yeah, in the summer school group chat, I was calling him stupid, and he got all triggered. He's like, "No, you're stupid. You're in summer school. Yada yada yada." It's like, at least I'm not like.
Just because I'm in summer
least
school
Henry- at
does
least-
not mean
like,
I'm an idiot.
I would have said, Henry, at least we're trying to make up for what we did wrong, unlike your stupid ass.
Oh, you gotta be
Yeah.
shitting me. Get the fuck out of here. No.
No, I said that. I should have said that to him when he was freaking saying that when he was leaving.
No, I'm saying like,
Summer school.
I had this fucking bear. What the fuck? I got this bear that just kind of like spawned up out of nowhere. And now he's just like trying to fucking murder me. Get the what? Oh, no. Watch this shit. I'm getting him this time. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Kill that nigga!
I still think Sky just busted a nut into a bear.
Well, I mean,
You know,
last
just let
night
the
when I
cat
was
pass,
playing, like my arrow game was way the fuck off because I'm like usually really good at like leading my targets and making sure my arrows hit what I'm aiming at. And like it's been so long, I've been so used to playing like Warframe and fucking what is it?
My palette is bit
Arc.
GTA right now.
Yeah, I've been so used to playing Ark and Warframe that I like literally fucking like my Skyrim game has kind of like gone down a little bit. So, but since I played a little bit last night and I'm playing right now, like my fucking arrow game is on point. Like there's another motherfucking, what is that, a saber tooth? That's a saber tooth. Oh yeah, you dead, motherfucker. Oh, one shot kill. Yeah. Now I'm about to go kill this fucking dragon. I don't know. He ain't here. My nephew's asking where Friday Man's at. You know, the guy who wanted to fucking suffocate his hamster.
Oh yeah.
Because that seems like such a great idea. Autumn.
Better idea than smoking pot, honestly. Or not smoking pot, smoking crack and shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know
cocaine.
I know what you meant. Yes. Smoking crystallized cocaine, which is also referred to commonly as crack. Because, like meth, that's just an awesome idea we should do on a daily basis.
Man, it must taste good.
You know what? Fuck smoking it. Just put it up
it in
your
my mouth.
asshole directly.
Let's just shoot that
Whatever way you can
shit
get it
straight
in
into
ya.
our eyeball.
Fine by me.
I'm gonna melt that
Nah,
up.
dude.
I'm
Dissolve
gonna-
that shit in acid and put it up my ass so I get it directly into my system.
Fastest way to get the bake.
That's why a lot of medicines are actually like in suppository form because that's like the best way to get medicine and shit into your system.
Yeah, the stomach acid dissolves it and then it releases it into the body as if it were food. Like,
Yeah.
But if like you dissolve it, like they put it in like suppository form, it goes directly into your system.
isn't it funny that stomach acid itself is basically hydrogen peroxide, but if you drank hydrogen peroxide, it would screw you up?
It would fucking kill you.
It'll fuck your day up.
Oh, it'll fuck up more than just your day. It'll fuck up a couple of years.
You know the IQ you used to have? Bitch, that is gone.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
Not even the IQ, it's just like your entire
Remember
innards
those
are just
finely
gone.
tuned motor skills you used to possess? Yeah, that's gone.
Well, yeah, now you have to sit in an iron lung because you decided to drink hydrogen peroxide.
Dude! Let's sell Henry a hydrogen peroxide, will get him high.
Knowing him, he'd probably be like, what's this fun stuff?
And he'll actually probably do it too.
I'm gonna kill this fucking dragon. I hope he's up here.
Henry's honestly gonna go nowhere with his life at this point if he doesn't quit what he's doing.
It's too late for him at this point. He's already in the system.
He's like, well, why? He's like, his mindset is like, well, why stop now? There's so much more I can do.
Frost dragon.
I remember Henry was this little annoying piece of shit I used to beat the crap out of.
Same with Schmidt.
Yeah.
Schmidt used to be a little goody-goody.
John Jacob Jingleheimer.
Well, Henry was never a goody-goody. Henry used to always like push me around.
Henry's always
in
been
gym
a
class.
retard.
Yeah, I remember back in like 3rd grade and shit like that, he used to push me around in gym class trying to start fighting, and when I fought back, he'd lay on the ground and cry and I'd get into like a shit ton of trouble.
Well, and that's the story of like everybody that's tried to put up a fight with you.
Yeah. I don't fight as much as I used to. I find it a waste of my time.
And whose advice was that?
Yours?
Exactly.
It was Sky's advice.
And you know why I gave you that advice?
Because if I continued fighting like I used to, I'd probably be in jail, honestly.
Probably.
Wait, didn't you say
Someone would be in a coma somewhere, like not waking up for the next 30 years.
Yeah, I actually did get in trouble because I decided not to fight anymore. And I got my ass kicked, so like the school suspended me.
Because you didn't defend yourself like they told you not to?
Yeah, they're like, oh, you can't defend yourself, alright, and I don't defend myself, and then like I get suspended for it.
Well, I know it's stupid. So me, my cousin, and a few other friends, we were out like in the back of the school, like back in and you know how the dust collector is like an easy way to get up on top of the school?
I'm trying to shoot this dragon right now, Cameron.
So
There's a frost dragon.
So two of the friends, they're like, hey, let's go on top. We're like, okay, we're gonna like not do that because I'm not stupid. One of them gets up, he finds a volleyball. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna take that. I'm bouncing it around. One of the custodian ladies walks out. She's like, what are you guys doing here? She looks up, she sees them. I'm like, what is going on? She's even got her phone out, like recording us. Like it's some like Breaking Bad touch. Like fucking Ice Cube's gonna come up, pop around the corner.
And hit the ground?
Like she's recording it like she's fucking Coachella.
That's because these stupid ass teacher bitches these custodian bitches think everything's against the law.
Literally. And like, but they was.
Remember when we got chased out of the middle school?
Was for that. And then those two got.
Dude,
so
my
like,
arrow
this is
game
like,
is fucking on point today, bro.
My friend my friend Spencer. He was the one who was on the ground with me, and my cousin Caleb. Him and Caleb got like lunch detention for telling the truth when I even told the truth and I didn't get any punishment. I'm like, well, that's not fair. Why did they get in trouble? They did the exact same thing I did. Told the same story and still got in trouble, and I didn't. Like, what?
Killed that nigga.
And like, Mr. Brown even said, he's like, I'm gonna let you off the hook because we're honest. I'm like, well, so are they.
Damn, I can't take this.
Wait, are they still in middle school? Or are they,
They're going to my cousin's going to 8th grade next year, and Spencer's going into 10th. Or not, 9th.
Yeah, they're still in the middle school. They had to deal with Miss Simonson.
Skeleton.
Yeah, Miss Simmons is a freaking
Broke ass
feminazi.
skeleton. Physicality of werewolf.
Actually, a little bit now. Like when I went to that school, which wasn't that bad. I got along with her just fine.
Vampire does.
Like the stories I'm hearing now, it's like she's like all fucking. She brought a bunch of feminists into this school, and they just basically taught the teachers that men are bad.
Deadass.
Yeah, give me that.
And like a bunch of the kids like hate Mr. Jagger because apparently he's like a sex offender or
Kill,
something.
marked for death. Okay.
Which I would believe because he's a little nuthead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't really like
yeah,
him
that
either
hurt.
because he was kind of like a freak. But like they don't have any proof, they can't make.
They didn't. Yeah, and they didn't believe them because they didn't have any proof that he was like looking at them inappropriately.
Give me your soul.
I believe that because he used to do that all the time. Like I've seen him do it to so many students, and I was so uncomfortable around because like he would do
I had
shit
Mr.
like
King.
that. Yeah,
Give
so
me
did
your
I.
soul.
I had Mr. Dragger as my advisor.
Mr.
for a little while.
Gorskowski did not become like goodies at all.
Remember when I was like, yeah, that fucking fidget spinner is mine, and he's like,
He had like a freaking mental breakdown on you because you said it was yours and he wouldn't give it to you.
it was like a little fucking like throwing star fidget spinner.
It was a little
and it was rounded,
and it was
it was
I don't
rounded
know,
up
Cameron.
too.
and the cape, everything that you had, like you've had to deal with like freaking principals for, was because of Andre's retardedness using it.
Thing is though, the fidget spinner, Andre didn't even use it. It was the stupid girls that took it from it and started hitting each other.
Yeah, and then you got in trouble because apparently you didn't stop them from doing so. When you did, you tried to take it from them, but they didn't give it to you.
Yeah. And then Jagger's like,
They
I'm like, dude, fuck
they got away with it all fine, and you get in freaking detention because of it.
The thing is though, Dragger didn't even say to Michaels, yeah, he turned and said it was his. Listen, I found him. I made him confess that it was his. It's like, you didn't make me do shit. I was like, it's mine. That's my fucking spinner, cunts. I could have been like, because Andre's like, I wouldn't have said it was yours. You know, I could have just kept my mouth shut and not gotten in trouble for it, but I wasn't gonna let Andre take all that.
Jurassic Park.
Or you could have been, you know, the bigger man in the situation and actually confess. Unlike
Yeah.
Draggy.
Hey, who's watching Jurassic Park?
Jurassic World 2 is in theaters.
Yeah, actually,
I just saw it yesterday.
I wanted to go see it tonight, but Mom was like, nah, we'll go later. It's like, I think I don't think they're gonna have it in theaters much longer.
guys, listen to me, okay? You don't need to pay money to watch that. Do y'all have Android phones? Do y'all have Android phones?
Yes.
Yeah.
I prefer iPhone.
But do you have an Android or do you have an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
Well, if you have an iPhone, I think you're just shit out of luck. But if you do have an Android, I want you to go to Google right now. I want you to type in, I'm serious, I'm dead serious. Go to Google, type in Showbox, that's S-H-O-W-B, oh, then it's on there,
I know
dude.
what you're talking about. I know
It's
what you're
on
talking
there.
about, yeah.
Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, it's on there already.
Yep, I already have Showbox.
Is it safe? Like, I've heard
Yeah,
about it.
dude, it's
before,
all
but-
DVD quality, too. Like, it's...
I'll go to Showbox right now. Run it. No.
Where do I go to download it and hit like?
Wait, what?
Would that work with an Android tablet?
It should. Anything Android, yes.
Anything.
But you
It's like
have to...
Showbox?
Anything Android.
But you gotta type in showbox.apk.
Because it's like a file, not an actual website.
Yeah, well, actually,
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom,
Yeah.
Rampage.
yeah, all of that. Yeah, the only one it doesn't have is fucking Incredibles 2, which is a sad shame. But that's okay. It'll eventually be on there.
It's alright. Oh yeah, for sure.
And besides, I would give Pixar money for that movie because it was a damn good movie. I totally advocate the fucking purchasing of a ticket for that movie. 'Cause you want to give
compliments
those
to the
guys
chef.
money. You give them money so they can make another one.
Make another.
Like DJ Khaled. Another.
Because it was worth it, bro. Like, it was fucking awesome. I can't believe I've been playing for 30 minutes and I really haven't done shit except kill a dragon. This guy say, oh,
What
right?
I've been doing is I've just been making, like, I made about $500,000 in the past 2 years.
That's just totally what we should do.
Anthony.
What?
I'm not even. I guess not letting me download it. Whatever.
Aren't you already in my game? Who's all in my game? It's just me and Colin.
Yeah, now I'm joining.
Logan was here, but
Yeah, you left.
Like an hour ago.
It says it can harm my device. My thing is way. I don't want to harm my $800 device.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Alright. Oh!
I have your device, but I've had it on my phone for like a couple of months and it hasn't done nothing.
Sometimes, Scott, how long have you had Showbox?
I've had Showbox for 4 years.
AFTA. Remember, Wayne, you know AFTA? Yeah, you know AFTA?
No.
No, what is it?
It's like pirated movie website.
Basically a torrent.
Sebastian used it? No, Ben. It's like legit, like, it's kind of like the same as Showbox, except like, I think it has more of a variety. And, like, all the movies are like pirated and shit. And Sebastian used it a bunch, but apparently he got a virus from it or something.
Well, I've been using Showbox and I ain't got no virus on my phone.
No men in black suits banging on my door.
Yeah, no CIA trying to arrest me.
There is no harm.
Hey, also, if you have Showbox and you have not seen Ready Player One, you need to watch that shit tonight.
It's on there, right?
Yes, and it's an awesome fucking movie. I mean, like, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters like the first day it came out.
Like, dude, after seeing that movie, I'm waiting for a Gundam movie. I want a Gundam movie. Give me the Gundam movie, because that whole Gundam versus Mechagodzilla fight was like to die for. Yeah, you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to see Gundam on a big screen. And not in a fucking Japan film.
Gundam?
Oh my god, no.
You open up a box.
See that like a Gundam style?
No.
Oh.
This guy, Anthony, you're actually stupid if you don't know what that is.
Hold on.
If you don't know what that is.
Anthony.
Well, I don't know what it is. You're gonna call
Anthony?
me stupid over it?
Anthony, do me a favor.
Yes?
Is your phone nearby?
It is currently on the cord being charged.
Is it within
Yes.
reaching distance?
I have it in my hands, yes.
Alright, type in Gundam. And just type and type in next to Gundam fan artwork. That's all you gotta do.
who is
Hey, Colin, invite me to your CEO.
Eat children.
Cause like if
What
you
is it
can't
from?
what is what from?
Gundam?
It's from Gundam. Like,
is it like an anime type thing?
yes it is, dude. Big robots blowing up big robots.
I might watch that thing.
I don't not gay.
I'm not an anime person, but it sounds pretty cool.
It's fucking amazing.
Colin.
Anthony doesn't watch anime because like it starts
I'm
with the same
discouraged.
letter as him.
Sure, hold on. Give me a second. Whoa, you're lagging.
Yeah,
Move
because
here
that
real-
completely makes sense, Wayne. Because that makes more than perfect sense.
Oh yeah, totally.
Cause that's what. Come on, man. I always make more than perfect sense.
Alright, now I
I
invite you.
just saw where the fuck. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's
Anthony, have you noticed that every day that
Angaron Booth. I don't know
Henry
what the
is
fuck
at
that
summer
is.
school, we get in trouble?
trying to
It's always
get
because
this
of him.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love
Like,
Gundam.
Like, Dennis got in trouble because Henry was talking to you guys. And Dennis even said, Henry, be quiet. And then he got yelled at. And then she
He
was
got
like, oh, we're
yelled
having
at.
arranged seats now because the people in the office are getting messages from the computers for people not doing what they should be. And I think that part of that is because of Brendan and freaking Henry. And You know, Henry's a retard. He'll do freaking anything on the computer that's not supposed to be done. And
I'm taking
Brendan
all of
watches YouTube on it when like the teacher's not looking.
I needed that. I'm taking this Canis root. I'm taking this Canis root because I know Canis root's good for something. And I'm trying to get to this damn dwarven ruin. If I could jump hack up these fucking mountains. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's right there. You can do it. Come on, Khajiit. Where are them cat-like skills? There we go. Yeah.
Oh, you need to make.
Fuck.
You need to make a Khajiit named Houdini.
I know, right?
I think I'm just gonna pull an all-nighter. I'm not falling asleep though.
But I always fucking like.
I'm
I
not
like
gonna
ever
say.
since I got the new remastered edition of Skyrim. Like
If you have to
I've
do it,
made
understand.
one regular Nord character, and every other character since then has been Khajiit. Because my first couple of playthroughs, I didn't pick the Khajiit class. Because I didn't know they had a really awesome skill attribute that you start off with, which is Night Eye, which like fucking enhances your vision in the darkness, which really fucking helps out.
Khajiit is the cat one,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Khajiits are the cat people from elsewhere, which is where I hope the next Elder Scrolls game will be based in. A lot of people think
I
the
haven't
Elder Scrolls
finished,
6 is gonna be in Hammerfell, but I hope that's not the case. I really want it to be in elsewhere because I mean, like, I've seen Morrowind, I've seen Red Rock, I've seen fucking Skyrim, and I've seen Oblivion, but I've never seen what fucking Elsewhere looks like. What the Isle of Elsewhere looks like. I would love to check that out. Be able to roam around it, you know? It seems like it'd be pretty
Just a bunch
cool.
of cat people running around.
Other than Chanzel. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's up here. I know there's something specific in this dungeon, this dwarven ruin. I don't know what it is. Door is barred from the other side. Oh shit. That means I would have to go in from the front door, which more than likely is the hard entry point. This is the exit door. So I hack jump to the exit door that doesn't open. Nice.
Rock your box and change the locks.
Huh? Did you just
Do
say
you
what
like
I
it?
think you said?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's a new one.
I got a few
haven't
more
heard that.
here.
Yeah, sure, I'm down.
I had a list in my head. I gotta remember it. Hold on. Pull out and roll out.
Oh yeah.
Did you say you had a
From the
list in
streets
your
and hit the
head?
streets. Yeah.
Smash and dash.
Like I thought of a bunch of them.
Oh wow.
Ruin the sheets and hit the streets. Jizz on her face and leave the place. Fill the crack and never come back.
Take a crack and never come back.
Black, you never go away. We want you to smell black, you never go
Prove-
away.
Prove you ain't gay and then run away.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
No. Prove you ain't gay and then run away.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
And when I actually looked up, like, actually some of them, a bunch of the ones that I thought I came up with are like ones that I thought of. I was like, oh my god.
Yep, that's already been thought of.
Like even the prove you ain't gay and then run away one was thought of. I'm like, people.
There's got to be a fucking way into this damn ruin.
You invent the
Where the
iPhone only to
fuck
realize.
is it? Come
When you
on.
invent the iPhone, but only to realize.
Shut up.
This is the exit door. This is not the entrance. Gonna be a hammer,
Colin, I have a
but I
great
hope
idea.
that's not the case.
your
Really
great
want it
idea.
to be elsewhere.
We should do
Be
some more
like
races.
hack jump.
Oh.
Door
Colin,
that
I do
does
not like
open.
that decision.
I don't know, it might be.
Says
Oh,
barred
God.
from the other side. Okay, hold
It's a
on.
great decision, right?
I think
We
it's
should both
not
kick that-
something you
both
want to
kick-
do.
Both kick that CEO, because they're all friends. Everyone
Why?
stop real quick. Everyone vote to kick the CEO. What's his name? King. Vote the king. Vote to kick the king, dude. I made this session with my own internet, so like, this is
They're gonna like
rightfully
steal your porn.
This is rightfully my session, so I set everything up for it.
Yeah.
King.
Doses. Right now, time to be calling.
Colin.
Hey, who the fuck is Saif Osama? Is that anybody I know?
Saif Osam.
Ask
Who
him
is
if he's
that?
Arabian.
Huh?
Ask him if he's like Persian or something.
Are you Persian?
Persian. Are you Persian?
Do you
Do you like to
come-
purge the virgins?
Do you hail from the Middle East? If so, I think that's awesome. I'm cool with a lot of people from over there.
I have
But
a
I'm-
friend from over there.
But I'm cool with a lot of people in general.
I know who these others are. The other one's over here.
Alright.
His name is Janahi.
Should be around here.
His name is Muhammad Ali.
No, his name is Janahi.
What about Janahi?
You not a he.
Oh, okay, I see.
Look around for the other one.
So I have
It's
to
probably
start a
under
quest
the house.
before the door will open. That is the front door.
Look
No,
right
I am
around over
from
here.
Egypt. Oh, my bad. Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, technically, Egypt
Where you going?
is
Pay attention.
in Africa, and that's not exactly the Middle East, but it is on that part of the world. I mean, no offense or nothing, I'm just saying, with a name like that, it's easy to get confused. But I'm a stupid fucking American, you know, so that's bound to happen.
Everyone's got a casual first and last name, John Smith.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say my name's casual. You know?
This guy's not very casual.
It's not.
Neither is Wayne, so hey.
Well, no, actually, Wayne is
Logan's
pretty casual.
True.
So is Logan. Like,
Yeah,
how many people do you know
Logan,
with the name
Logan.
Anthony?
Logan is another very I wouldn't say
Commonly picked.
yeah, like I wouldn't say like mundane and casual, but it is like a name that, you know, is heard somewhat often.
What about Colin?
That's unique.
Colin, there's like 3 of us in our school, or 3 of you in our school.
Yeah, you have a rare name like me. You see, most people don't spell the name Sky like S-K-Y, like the big blue one. It's like S-K-Y-E or S-K-Y-L-A-R or some fucking abbreviated epic bullshit.
Wait, hold up,
Ooh,
Sky.
fuck
I
yeah.
remember, right, weren't you like with a chick named Star for a little while?
I was.
Star butterfly.
If I remember right, you used to always be like, is she the star in your sky?
She lights
Some
up my
stupid
night.
shit like
No,
that.
she was not. I
She
thought
was
she
a
was.
crazy bitch.
Yeah, she was. She was fucking out there. Them bipolar women, dude. Whoo!
I
The
got one like
bipolar
that.
women, they fucked up in the head.
Like,
And they'll try to justify everything they do too.
like, it's not like her fault though. It's because of like her family. Her mom does a lot of bad things, you know.
That made it, dude. That like, reword that because that made it sound so bad, Anthony.
Like, she doesn't know her dad. Her mom does like a lot of freaking terrible things. She hasn't been home for the last 2 days.
Damn.
Well, at least she's like in the same house as like her grandpa and stuff, so that's good.
I think there's only one time my girl has ever like lost her temper on me and let her emotions decide what she said to me. And at least she had the decency to admit she was wrong for that and apologize.
That only happened one time for me, and then like I told her how I felt, and she's like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, surprising another person has feelings, isn't it?
Wait, say that again.
I was like, yeah, surprising another person has feelings, right?
I know, right? see, like right now, I'm talking to this person. You lost your V card. Oh, okay.
You lost his what?
Like, his V card. I'm guessing that's slang speak
that is
for
reference to his virginity.
Yeah, and for a minute there, I didn't catch that. You know, like I was like, your V card. Is that like a twit card? But I had to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's been that fucking long for me, guys. Like for real. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
Yes, indeed
it
has. The minute has been hot indeed.
no longer spicy. I have taken over the sense. I've taken over the spice.
Trouble. I'll fight you if I have to.
I'll kill you, kid. You don't want none of this. This kid's all like,
you're gonna kill him.
Wait, I walked up to him. I walked up to this kid.
Here, Daddy.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to accept this quest. I'll try and find him.
Well, Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
The catch was, he had to head out there with our hood.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just wanted to start that quest. Yeah, too bad you can't actually kill children in this game.
I've tried.
I prefer Fallout over Skyrim.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save right here. Like I'm gonna effectively save, and then I'm gonna Foos Rodar the fuck out of this kid.
Do you like Fallout more or Skyrim more?
Actually, it's a bit of a toss-up. I like Skyrim in its non-broken stealth mechanic, whereas the stealth mechanics in Fallout 4 are just fucking broken to fuck. They really are.
What stealth mechanic?
Are you fucking serious?
There's supposed to be a stealth mechanic?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Dude, I just Foos Rodad the fuck out of this kid and he didn't even move. He didn't even budge.
I've tried to get into Skyrim, but I just can't.
I was like that at first. It's like, I was like, oh, fuck Skyrim, fuck Elder Scrolls. And then I got bored one night because I had done played and beat every fucking game in my library and I wanted something new to play, something that was going to be a little challenging. So I'm like looking for games at Walmart and I see the discounted games section aisle and lo and behold, I see Skyrim Special Edition for like fucking 20 bucks. So I'm like, alright, fuck it. You know, I ain't got nothing else to fucking play, so fuck it, I'm gonna grab this. So I started playing it, and it took me a while to like effectively get into it, but once I got into like the open world and the fucking like how deep the fucking lore goes, I was balls to the wall with this shit. I was like, oh, this is my game.
I always do the Dark Brotherhood quest as soon as I can.
Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood. Dark Brotherhood forever.
Segregation now! Segregation forever!
That's actually what like the Brotherhood of Steel is for.
Running the fuck away. I'm gonna peg this nigga.
Pretty much, dude. Fucking Brotherhood of Steel is like so like.
They got something going on.
Down he fucking
They're like
goes.
Fallout 4's Nazis, pretty much.
It's not even like Fallout 4's Nazis. Like freaking entire like newfound America's Nazis.
Yeah.
Because if you know any of the storyline behind them,
you see,
like,
Saeed,
they had a
that's
civil war in like the New
California
California Republic area.
It's because no matter how many times, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then, so New California, like over in that like Western United States, there was a civil war between the Brotherhood, and like the people, like the Brotherhood that lost was outcast, or not technically lost, just like separated from the original group and outcast themselves to the eastern side, DC region, and themselves even had another.
Are you talking about the Brotherhood of Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
and
two
then
different.
That's where Elder Maxon is. He was like the part of the DC freaking Brotherhood that split up a second time.
Well, see, that's the beauty about Skyrim. So, like, no matter how many times you beat this game, and I can testify to this, you can always find shit you didn't find your first playthrough. Like, I found some shit I didn't even fucking know was possible. Did you know, and I don't know exactly where it's at, but did you know that there is a fucking skeleton in the map, open world, that you can approach that will not fucking attack you. Will not attack you unless you become hostile towards him. He just kind of like stands there. Now I don't know if that was part. Yeah, I'd see. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was part of a quest that got taken out, or if it's just a mechanical game glitch, or what. But I know that this fucking skeleton just stands there next to these gravestones. He doesn't move. He doesn't fucking attempt to come at you or kill you. But yeah, like you fucking swing at him or something, and he will try to fuck you up. But it's a skeleton, and they die very easily. Yeah, he's a skeleton. They die easily. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever been
effectively killed by a skeleton.
The other guy in the call. Oh, there's actually 4 of us on this broadcast.
How do you feel about Fallout 76?
I'm anticipating that with great eagerness. Like, because I mean, like every Fallout that we've ever played has been one of the fucking experimental vaults. Now 76 is supposed to be one of the control vaults, so it'll be funny to see how
it'll be different, but I want to see how good it is.
Yeah, I'd like to see how a vault that wasn't rigged with some kind of fucking insidious mind fuck trap, you know, operates.
Government experiment.
It's like the fucking Enclave, dude.
It's all supposed to be like the earliest set Fallout ever that's ever been like made.
Well, technically,
between Obsidian and Bethesda.
Well, technically, if you think about it, like Fallout 4 is the beginning, because the sole survivor for Fallout 4, you know, gets put in cryostasis. It is, but the character from Fallout 4 is the very first Fallout character, because she was, you know, man or woman, whoever you chose to play as, you were there before the bombs dropped. And then you go into cryostasis. Yeah, then you go into cryostasis for like 200 fucking years. You know, but
210.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever, I was just rounding it off. But I mean, yeah, you know, you were cryostasis for, you know, a hot minute. But here's the kicker, right? So right after the bombs fell, 20 years or 22 years after the bombs dropped, the first Fallout starts. The one made by Obsidian. That's the very first Fallout where you are the vault dweller who basically gets told to leave the vault to go get the water chip or whatever. And at the end of the game, they're like, fuck you, you've been too exposed to the wasteland, you can't come back in. And then Fallout 2 is about the descendant of the original Vault Dweller from the first from the first game. Fallout 3, which is New Vegas, right? Fallout 3 is New Vegas, isn't it? Or is there a Fallout 3?
No, Fallout 3 is straight up called Fallout 3.
Well, I didn't play. Like, Fallout 4 is the only Fallout game I've ever played. But after playing Fallout 4, I did go back and watch Let's Plays of the entire Fallout series, just so I could understand the lore a little bit better. Kind of like what I did with Skyrim. When I started playing Skyrim and I got into Skyrim, I was like, wow, this world is pretty cool. I didn't play any of the other games, but let me go back and check out to see what they were about. And by doing that, I learned a little bit more about the lore, what the fuck was going on. And then I realized, yo, I missed out on some really awesome fucking games. What the fuck was I thinking? That's like the very first Fallout made by Obsidian, which was called Wasteland, by the way. You know, even though it's a dated game today, looking at the Let's Play now, it's still like, wow, that looks like a game that I would enjoy playing. Like, even now, to this day, it still looks like a game that I would, you know, have fun playing.
RPG games are often like that because they actually put some love into their work.
It's like, to this day, I don't know if you guys ever played like Final Fantasy or if you ever played like Chrono Trigger or anything like that. But these games that came out for like the PlayStation 1 and the Super Nintendo, I would still much rather play them than play a game that's just being released. Only because the games of that era were so much more difficult to beat. It's like nowadays, games are just geared to be easy for people to beat them. Like, you don't get the same thrill from, you know, beating that fucking boss that you couldn't beat the first time around like you did back then. And it's like...
Alright, Sky, you want a series that's gonna challenge you even nowadays?
No time for chatting.
Get a hold of Dark Souls. Grab a hold of that game. That game will always... That game challenges you. That game. I will beat you.
I can never get past the first one. No, I'm not saying it sucks. It's hard.
Oh yeah, that difficulty will fuck you over. Well, it's not it's super difficult, it's that it's different. It makes you actually think about what you're doing. It's not all just a timing thing, it's a directional thing. But like once you actually learn the patterns to the game, you're not gonna be able to leak little shit no more. You're gonna actually be able to fucking play the game.
Yeah, see,
that's how people manage to no-hit.
Yeah, that's what this guy is telling me right here. He's like, you should play Dark Souls 3. You know, and I'm like, I played the original, the first, what was it called? Demon Souls. That was the first one. It started off with Demon Souls, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that was the first, like, official entry into that anthology. And, I played that. I played a little bit of that, and it was difficult, it was challenging, which was fun. But I was only playing it on loan from a friend. And I never got to, like, complete it. Now, I didn't play Dark Souls. I didn't play Dark Souls 2. And I haven't played Dark Souls 3. But I did try to play Bloodborne, which is supposed to be a part of that anthology as well. I'm not really sure.
Bloodborne is so different.
And, yeah, well, I mean, but I couldn't get into Bloodborne. I really couldn't. Like, I tried. But I was like, man, this is just fucking ridiculous. I just couldn't get behind it.
I don't mind the Bloodborne. It wasn't a bad game. It definitely wasn't a bad game. But it's not for everybody, that's for damn sure.
No, it is not. But I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that it's a bad game in its own respective right. It probably is a good game to some people. It's just not my cup of tea. You know, like, even Square Enix is fucking up nowadays, you know, with their whole fucking, like, action RPG style bullshit. Now, I like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was awesome, you know, but once they started trying to make Final Fantasy like Kingdom Hearts, I was like, alright, now you're crossing the fucking line. Because as long as Final Fantasy's been a trope, a fucking well-respected, well-loved, well-received RPG title, you know, it's always been standard fucking line-based, attack, time-based formation, you know? There was none of this free roam fucking hack and slash bullshit. That's not an RPG, motherfucker. That's a hack and slash. I don't give a fuck if you put health points and hit points and all that shit to like make it look like an RPG. It still plays like a hack and slash. So you can't sit there and tell me that it's an RPG. It's not.
Or dungeon crawler. Dungeon crawlers are also like that nowadays.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, dungeon
but
crawlers.
I like that playstyle. I like games if it's done right. I like it. Personally, I liked how Final Fantasy 15 did it. Like you gotta give it a little bit of a taste.
Well, I never
because
played
you're not
15.
overpowered. Yeah, like I said, you gotta give it a little bit of a taste. And I like the story. Honestly, the story got me. Like the story made me tear up. I think it'll get most people to start crying.
Well, I'm not saying that that's not possible or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, all right, let's take 15 into consideration. You told me you played the shit out of 15, but you had issues with the summons, right?
Yeah.
You didn't care for the summon system, right? Well, That's the kind of shit that
I
I'm
liked
talking
it,
about.
but it never came to me at the right time.
Yeah, like it never activated when you really could have used it, right?
When I really like, I need this now.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you can
You
do
see,
without it.
that's
But like when I'm
what
up
I'm
against the
talking
weakest
about.
enemy, when I'm up against a bunch of enemies that can like one hit, then it's like, oh look, a summon. It's like
All
fuck
day,
you.
yeah, summons all day long. But when you really need it, when it really counts, they're nowhere to be found. And that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about right fucking there. You see, you took a system that was already in play, that already fucking worked, and tried to innovate it and make it better or make it more entertaining, and you fucking failed at it. Nobody wants to have set conditions in order to cast a summon spell. That shit should be automatic from the menu, just like it is in every other fucking Final Fantasy. Why did you have to go and fuck with it? Instead, you took something that was awesome, made it less awesome, and now it doesn't even have the same fucking functionality that it did in previous games. You fucked it up. Why? Because you tried to innovate it. If it ain't broken, don't fucking fix it. I mean, come on. Come the fuck on. Let's be serious. Now look, I like Kingdom Hearts. I really do like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is a great fucking game. I loved it. Why? Because they took two different genres, which was Square Enix's Final Fantasy and Disney's like fucking, you know, House of Mouse, and they combined them to make one fucking game with all the characters combined. It had a very captivating story. It played really fucking well. The characters were fucking amazing. It was great. But because of the success from that game, they decided, well, now we're going to change up the whole RPG formula. Like, no, you didn't need to do that. You created a whole new genre of game for Kingdom Hearts, and that's cool. Why couldn't you just leave it at that? Instead, no, now they want to try to make Kingdom Hearts. Now they want to try to make Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts. It's not. Final Fantasy is fucking Final Fantasy. I mean, dude, to me personally, besides, with the exception of 7, because I hold Final Fantasy 7 in the highest of fucking regard, 10, I thought when we got Final Fantasy 10, I thought that's what it was leading up to. Because it was no longer set to where you had only 3 or 4 characters you could rotate at a time to fight battles. Now you had 4 characters and you could switch out between party members in fight, mid-fight, whenever the fuck you felt. Voiceovers for some of the fucking lines. You know, even for the CG films. I was like, wow, this is where fucking RPGs are headed. The future is looking amazing. But it's not. They took Kingdom Hearts and they tried to take Final Fantasy and turn it into Kingdom Hearts, but it's not. Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts. Let's keep the two fucking separated. Stop with this fucking action RPG shit. I don't care about being able to fucking freely roam around while I hack and slash at enemies. That's not an RPG. An RPG is a role-playing game where it's all about story. The story drives the game. Not the characters. The characters do. They play a part. But not the environment, not the combat system. You know, it's about the story. But when you start trying to fuck with shit by taking a piece from this game and a piece from this game and then throwing them together to try to make this whole new revolutionized way to play a classic genre of game, you're fucking with the recipe. And not everybody's gonna like it. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but they were going to remake Final Fantasy 7 for the PlayStation 4. Now, we heard about this shit like fucking 2 years ago, you know? But the game hasn't been released, and do you want to know why? Because when they released video footage of what the game was gonna be like, it rubbed fans the wrong way. So Square Enix was like, whoa, hold up. Maybe we shouldn't do this because it looks like we might lose money. So they took it all the way back to the fucking drawing board to start from scratch, which is why we haven't gotten the game yet. And I don't blame them. If I was in charge of Square Enix, I would have told them the same shit. I don't want you to give me a brand new Final Fantasy VII. I want you to give me Final Fantasy VII that looks brand new. I want the same fucking game, the same fucking lines, the same fucking story, the same characters, the same plot, the same mechanics. I just want it to look brand new. That's all I want. I don't care if it's the same fucking story. It's the reason I like the game, because it's the same fucking story. It's a good story. We don't need you to fucking turn it into an episodic game. We don't need you to fucking put a bunch of shit that it didn't have the first time. We don't need you to fucking take the way the game played itself out and fucking revise it and revision it to make it something new. I don't need none of that shit. I just need Final Fantasy, the same Final Fantasy VII that I played on PlayStation 1 back in '97, to look like Final Fantasy 15. If you can give me that, I will gladly pay $50, $60 for that fucking game. And you won't hear a fucking thing out my mouth, because I will be happy. I will be content. But they're not going to do that. And that's why Square Enix is in the fucking hole. They're almost bankrupt. And they're like, well, how the fuck can we make a lot of money really quickly? And then some genius said, ooh, they've been waiting for a remake of Final Fantasy VII. Let's do that. Then some genius said, well, instead of just giving them the same game, let's kind of like change up some shit. And when the fans saw how that was going to play out, they were like, what the fuck is this shit you're trying to give us? We don't want this. We want the fucking game you gave us 30 fucking years ago. You know? Well, 22 years ago. That's what we want. We just want it to look like a brand new game. We want the same game. We just want it to look brand new. I mean, they did the same fucking thing with Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? They beefed up the fuck out of Skyrim. And Skyrim looks amazing right now. That's exactly what I need them to do. I need them to take Final Fantasy VII, keep it as Final Fantasy VII, and just make it look pretty. And I'll be happy. I will pay whatever fucking price tag they stick on it, and I will be content. They won't get any backflack. They won't get no bad press or bad reviews about the game, and they will make all their fucking money back like they fucking should. That's smart business. But when you take something, a property that people love, that people enjoy, that people look back fondly on, and you try to turn it into something it's not, just like what they did with Star Wars, you're gonna piss some people off. And it's gonna have a counter-effective result. Instead of making money, you're gonna fucking lose money. And I'm just hoping to God that some fucking genius that works at Square Enix fucking realized that. Hey, bear. Die.
Oh man, alright, so that's basically what they did to Dark Souls 1 too when they remastered it. All they really did was beef up the graphics, make it so it actually ran nice and smooth. But other than that, the core game is all the same.
Hey, give me back my arrows, bitch. You know, I'm a little pissed off with this Ranger perk, because it says recover more arrows from corpses, but sometimes I kill an animal and I don't get my fucking arrow back. And I'm like,
arrow broke.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then sometimes the arrows don't actually penetrate. They actually bounce off. And I'm like, okay. I don't remember that in the PlayStation 3 version. But, I mean, fuck it. You're going to get some bugs.
Bounce up?
I don't know, but like when you hit a skeleton, they bounce off. Sometimes when you hit a dragon, they bounce off. Like,
that makes more sense. A dragon makes more sense.
Yeah, a dragon does.
But a skeleton does not.
But sometimes they just bounce the fuck off, you know? And I'm like, okay. okay. I mean, I get it. You're gonna have a few bugs here and there, and it's not exactly like a game-breaking bug. It's not. But there is some shit that I have noticed about this particular reversion of Skyrim. It's like, if you pick up a quest item before you're supposed to pick that quest item up, you can actually bug out the entire fucking quest and fuck up your whole save file. That has happened to me numerous times. So you really got to be careful when you play Skyrim like that. Because it's like, I was like, alright, well, let's see, how can I do this? I tried to see if there was a way I could trick the game into not spawning any dragons. And believe it or not, you can. You actually can. When you complete the very opening to Skyrim, if you do not directly go to the Jarl of Whiterun and tell him about the dragon attack, you can actually go to most of the dragon walls and a dragon will not spawn. And you can just like collect the word walls, collect the word walls, you know, without having to fight the dragon. But by doing this,
been for me.
But by doing this, you also increase the risk of totally fucking up your save file from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my last Skyrim character, I was at like level 85, if I'm not mistaken. And when I went to go do my Thieves Guild quest, I accidentally picked up an important quest item. And I accidentally dropped it somewhere. And by doing that, it ended up glitching underneath the fucking map, making it impossible for me to obtain. So I had to fucking erase the save and start from scratch. Which sucked. But, you know, fuck it, YOLO, right?
You're saying that a lot these days.
Now, Saif, why you wanna jump off a ledge? That's not cool. That's not a smart idea. That's like saying smoking meth is a good idea. It's not. Don't do it. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
No, I'm the dude who's in Nicole Renee. I'm the dude.
Okay. Oh, damn. I thought I was gonna land in the water and I landed on a rock.
That feel good?
She's saying Effie is a fake. What? My life is a fake now.
Yeah, because WWE, you said WWE is fake. I was like, excuse me? Your life is fake, boy. I didn't mean it exactly, but that's what you get.
You know what I realized? You're doing like a lot of fucking random people on YouTube do, which is like unnecessarily starting shit. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, me personally, I don't care. I know he probably does.
Where does the dude live?
He is from Egypt.
Egypt? Okay.
That is what he told me. He is from Egypt, which is cool.
Yeah,
I mean, he gets to fucking see the Great Pyramids, which is awesome. I've always wanted to see the fucking pyramids. I mean, like, you live in an area with a lot of deep history, and I think that's fucking amazing, man. Like, I'm envious of you because I'm from this pissant, shithole, backwoods ass town that some people would consider Redneckville.
It's called Eunice.
And, you know, you're from this fucking place that's got all this fucking, like, history and, like, fucking ancient roots type shit. I'm envious of you, man.
You're welcome anytime you want.
What, you don't you, like Egypt? Are you not a fan of your homeland?
It's hot as hell over there.
Where?
Egypt, it's like 100 degrees over there.
Oh, I believe it.
Probably more than 100. Probably like.
I believe it.
Ask them what's the temperature over
Oh, it's the Stormcloak and Imperials. I feel like fucking...
Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
I know the fuck you just didn't talk to me like that.
Kill that nigga.
Imperials die.
Yeah, die. Die. You deserve to die.
Run,
Colin, you there?
Stormcloak boy.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh look, freaking PJ and Peanut Butter and Jellyboy's back.
I killed them fucking
I've been here.
Imperials. Fuck them Imperials. Now where's that fucking...
You've been so quiet, Colin. We didn't know you were here.
Where's that prisoner? He took off. I don't know where the fuck he went. I was gonna like cut his bonds and free him.
I'm just kidding, man. Of course I'm not gonna jump off on there. You can't comment.
I have no idea what
No matter
I
what,
do.
no matter what anyone
That
tells
dude
me, I will
fucking
always say
disappeared.
Dungeons and Dragons is the ultimate RPG.
It is the ultimate RPG. At least tabletop wise. Okay, bruh. Sam! Hush! Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. All that fucking noise is unnecessary, man. I'm like doing something. Alright. I don't know who the fuck this house belonged to, but whoever it was, they sure did get fucked up pretty bad. Whoa, I left a bunch of gold on their table.
I'm gonna take that gold.
It's mine now. You got jacked.
They don't need it, they're dead.
45 degrees, it's cold in there? Oh man.
No, I like it, but I am saying that you want to come. It's so bad, so I'm saying you're welcome anytime, and it's not over 100 degrees. It's usually 40 to 45.
Cold. That's cold.
Yeah, that's not bad.
40 to 45? That's cold over there. You know something? I would actually rather be cold than hot.
Like, I love history in general, and I know there's a lot more to the history of our race than what we've been led to believe or what we've been told.
Why did you bite me? I'm just petting you.
Because you be fucking with him.
I'm just petting him though.
Come here.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but I didn't back.
Well, it's because you're fucking with his ears. Don't mess with his ears.
I'm not messing with you.
Hey. Hey. Stop that.
Hey, what's the thing?
Anyway, I'm like, yeah, I'm obsessed with fucking different cultures from around the world. Like, I'm a fucking huge fan of the Japanese culture. I like some of the fucking Russian culture and the German culture. Of course, I completely abhor that whole fucking, what they call that shit? The Holocaust, where fucking Hitler, you know, killed all them fucking Jews. I'm not down with that.
He also killed a bunch of gay people too.
He killed a lot of people in general. Hitler was a very bad human being.
Anything he didn't like, he just like, you're dead now.
Well, I mean, I understand the mentality that he was, you know, the state of mind that he had. He didn't just fucking murder these people just to murder them. He did what he did. Supposedly, he did what he did so he could control the population of that part of the country, because he knew that resources were limited, and eventually the Jews would just fucking overproduce and fucking just, you know, suck up everything. At least this is from what I've read. So Hitler's ideology was white supremacy, kill the Jews, save the planet. From what I understand, that's what his mentality was. I could be wrong. There's a 50% chance that I'm wrong, but I don't think I am, from what I remember. But like I said, our history is all fabricated. Like, I'm even pretty sure that whoever they said built the fucking pyramids probably didn't even build the pyramids. Like, I watched this documentary not that long ago. I want to say like I think it was like maybe a year ago. I watched this.
There's like fire trucks all
and
around.
they believe that the weathering on the Sphinx was caused mainly by water. Because you know I don't need you. I mean I don't need to tell you fucking Egypt is vastly desert. And, most of Africa is fucking hot and desert. But, at one point, during the last polar shift, when Antarctica was free of ice, Egypt could have, and more than likely was, kind of like a tropic. And if that's the case, then it would have seen fair amount of rainfall. And if you believe what's all written in the Bible, which, I mean, that's totally up to you, then when the flood happened, way back when, it was the flood that caused the erosion that is on the Sphinx. Because they did a test to see if sand or sand particles and wind could create the same kind of erosion pattern. And when they attempted it, it didn't work.
Bandits harass the caravans.
So they tried with water. And when they tried it with water, it did work. But Egyptologists will sit there and say that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built by Pharaoh Khufu, which I do not believe. And all the other pyramids were built by subsequent rulers and pharaohs afterwards. I don't remember exactly who, but I do know that they followed Khufu in succession of Pharaoh. But here's what I don't get. Like, here's the thing that kind of trips me up about the whole thing. If you read the dialogues from Plato's book, and Plato talks about Atlantis, then in all actuality, your ancestors from way back when are really descendants. Why don't you believe it's all written on the walls of the pyramids? Well, I'm not saying that I don't believe what's written, but from what I know for fact is that men are fallible. And fallible men will do anything for power. Now, I do know this much, that the Egyptian religion that's carved in the temple is almost word for word as the holy script in the Bible. It's like they basically took it right from y'all's book and put it in ours. Like there's a whole fucking YouTube video about it. And I'm not saying that guy is right. I'm not saying that guy's wrong. I'm not saying, your country is right. I'm not saying your country is wrong. I'm just saying that, there's a lot more going on than what we've been led to believe. That's why we have, independent thought. That's why we have, minds that think freely. So we can see this shit and know it and believe it. But if you go around believing what everybody's told you up until now, I mean, I can tell you, hey, if you jump off this bridge, you would turn into a bird and fly. Are you gonna fucking believe me? No, because logic and common sense tells you differently. But way back when, that wasn't the case. So I'm just saying, I don't know what's true. I just know that the people that we elect to put in positions of power usually take that power and use it for their own ends. So it would not be surprising if some of the things were falsified. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it wouldn't be surprising if they were. Because it's possible. Because I know for a fact that whole fucking 9/11 shit was bullshit. You know, the fucking Kennedy assassination was bullshit. The fucking Vietnam War was bullshit. The war on Iraq and Afghanistan was bullshit. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? People in power will do anything to maintain that power. And if you think about it, religion is a lot like that. You create religion to control the minds of masses, to keep them in fear. So, when you create a believable story and you sell the propaganda correctly, the masses will believe it. And 9/11 is all the evidence I need to support that theory. Because even though the evidence is, all the evidence to support that inside frame job of a demolition wasn't a terrorist attack, everybody still believes to this day it was a terrorist attack. I know it wasn't. That was a controlled demolition. Anybody who's ever seen a controlled demolition can tell you that was a controlled demolition. But they still sold it as a terrorist attack, that these two planes flew into these buildings that were able to withstand multiple impacts from airplanes, and then they just fucking toppled over in pancake fashion. I gotta call bullshit. I'm sorry. Then they want to sit there and tell us that Kennedy was assassinated by this guy named Oswald, who managed to fire off not one, not two, but 3 shots in a matter of seconds within each other, very accurately, and then he was killed by some pissed off random civilian who was also in turn killed by some random pissed off civilian. This is how conspiracy works. And you can never prove, you know, the truth because they're, oh, well, that's just a conspiracy. Well, you can prove conspiracies because conspiracies revolve around an agenda, a fall guy, and a patsy. Well, in JFK, the patsy is the guy who gets set up to take the fucking blame for everything. Now, the agenda was killing JFK. The fall guy was, what's his fucking name? Oswald. And the guy who fucking shot Oswald was the patsy. That's how the conspiracy played out. But yet, they still want to sit there and believe fucking some odd 40, 50 years after JFK's been killed, that he was fucking killed by Oswald, and none of that mysterious circumstantial shit means anything. Just like with the Twin Towers. None of that mysterious circumstantial shit means anything, because we've got evidence to say that it was a terrorist attack, right? Well, that evidence was falsified by the news, which is controlled by the government, which is indeed controlled by the corporations, which is also controlled by the 1%. So, yeah. I have to call bullshit. And I find myself calling bullshit on a lot of things these days. I mean, that's just how it is.
I did my social studies fair.
So, what about all the evidence based off of what the witnesses saw?
Well,
all
those
the video
witnesses, yeah,
witnesses.
Yeah, well, that video was fucking tampered with, first of all, before it was released to the media, because right before those buildings were supposed to shit, they have civilian footage, the footage that was given to the public to be like, oh, well, we've got this shocking footage of, you know, the Twin Towers exploding, but every time, right before the plane's about to fucking hit the building, the camera turns away from the towers. You don't get to see the plane hit the building, but when they look back, boom, big explosion. Well, look how good CG has gotten over the past couple of years. You're gonna sit there and tell me back in 2001 they didn't just put some fucking airplanes on those fucking tapes? Just insert that shit? You know, I mean, there's bullshit everywhere, bruh. If you're smart and you're wise to the bullshit, you can catch it and you can see it. And if you really open your eyes...
How do you explain all the life loss as well?
Well, I mean, that's just it. That was fucking straight up murder. Our government murdered those people. Murder. Just like the fucking, the church is responsible for the murders of all those women during the Salem witch hunt. What's now referred to as common logic and science was called black magic and witchcraft back then. And they executed people, burned them at the stake for something we now recognize as common knowledge and science. But who paid that price? Who paid that penalty for those murders? Was the church ever fucking, acquisition to take responsibility for their actions? No, and they never will. Because they're the fucking church. They're exempt from the laws and rules of regular civilians and citizens. Because they're the church. Just like the government is exempt from the laws and rules of the regular common man because they're the fucking government. They killed all those fucking people. They found a reason to justify it, gave you an excuse and a bullshit reason to believe it, and you ate it up. And years later, when the truth finally comes out, nobody wants to do anything about it because it's the government. Well, kind of like V said from V from Vendetta, people should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people. Our constitutional right written in the Declaration of Independence states that if this country's government becomes too corrupt or harmful to its citizens, by right, by law, we should stand up and abolish said government. This needs to happen. But nobody does anything about it. And yet every day, the government steps all over the common man like it ain't shit. But nobody pays that price. Now, I'm a regular guy. If I were to go out and break the law, what would happen to me? I would get thrown in fucking jail. But if somebody like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or George Bush breaks the fucking law, we never hear about it. Nothing happens. Why? Because they're the elite. They're the 1%. They're the guys backing the corporations who run everything. You know? So, I mean, like, it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It doesn't matter what you believe. Everybody who is in a position of power has their own agenda. And they will use that power to make sure that that agenda gets met. If that,
whether that agenda is good or bad.
Exactly. And the sooner people wake up and realize that, the sooner we can enter that age of enlightenment where we can look past gender, race, religious background, or political beliefs and become one.
I don't think that that'll ever happen because the groups that are pushing for, gender equality are at the same time pushing us away from it.
Oh, I know. And it's not just that, but they're trying to restart the whole fucking race war thing. Blacks against whites. And I'm like, dude, we've already had a black president. I mean, it was pretty bad in my younger days when I was like 5, 6. There was still a lot of that racism shit going on, but I am not a racist person. I love all forms of people. I mean, as long, like I said earlier, if you show me that same amount of respect that I give you, you and me ain't gonna have no fucking problem. I don't care what you believe. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what color your skin is. You're a human being. If I cut you and cut myself, guess what? We both bleed red. That's enough for me. That's enough. I'm satisfied with that. But it's like, everybody's trying to point the fucking finger at somebody else. Like, the Americans want to fucking sit there and say, like, people from everybody from Saudi Arabia is a fucking terrorist. No, they're not. I know 2 guys from Saudi Arabia. Actually, I know 3 guys from Saudi Arabia. They all work literally right down the road from where I live. I'm on a first name basis with them, and they're fucking legit dudes. They're cool ass guys. But yet, people around here want to give them the stink eye because they're from Saudi Arabia. Because, they've been led to believe that people from Saudi Arabia are fucking terrorists. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? I think it's just wrong. It's wrong. And it's not that it's un-American or it's politically incorrect. It's humanly incorrect. It's human. It should go against every principle you should carry as a human being. You know, I mean, I'm not a religious person. I'm not. But I'm a spiritual person. I believe that life in itself is energy, and energy doesn't go anywhere. When we die, our vessels that contain this energy, you know, they wither away. But that energy, our consciousness, our spirit, our soul, whatever you want to call it, it just moves on. You know, it just transfers from one vessel to another, to a different plane of existence. That's all it is. You know, but yet, some guy is gonna sit there and tell me to my face that me having tattoos makes me a bad person, makes me a non-believer. Fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. Because the Bible, or any holy scripture for that matter, is about self-interpretation. What the words mean to you. What message you take away from it. So you can't sit there and be like, well, this passage in John book 1 verse 5 through 16 says that it's wrong to, you know, mix outside your race, or it's wrong to, you know, have same-sex relations, or it's wrong to, you know, not believe in more, to believe in more than one God. You know, that's bullshit. You can't stand there and tell me that shit to my face. You're not no better than me. We're equal. We're made of the same shit. What I believe should not affect what you believe. And you have no right to push your beliefs onto me. Because I have a free mind. I have the ability to think for myself. I believe what I choose to believe. And that's the beauty about it. But yet, every day people try to take that right from you, to tell you you're less than what you are. Make you believe that you don't have no value, you're worthless, that you'll never contribute significantly in any way. And I think that's just wrong. Not only are you belittling the spirit of that person, but you're really taking away from everything humankind has done since since we first stepped foot on this fucking planet. You know, because I mean, somebody built those pyramids. I don't know who they were, but somebody built them. That takes a lot of fucking, like, insight, ingenuity, fucking, like, serious knowledge to be able to create something like that. So, I mean, you look at our architecture today. We can't even make a building that can stand 100 years without falling to shit. But yet, those pyramids were built fucking tens of thousands of years ago, and they're still fucking standing. That's a statement. That's a very powerful testament to the human beings of that era compared to the human beings of this one. If you ask me, the human race has lost more than just a step. Yeah, we've modernized, we've made ourselves, you know, easy in this life, you know, by fucking, you know, taking away what we consider to be like honorable work and respectable work, so we could have easier lives, so we could live a little bit easier than our ancestors did. But by doing that, we got relaxed, we got complacent, we stopped trying to strive for that greatness, you know. And it's like everything's just mundane now. It's just another cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill bullshit. Let's just do the same thing we're always doing. Nobody tries to break any new boundaries. Nobody's trying to break any new ground. They've got all these cures for all these diseases, but we're still so fucking hung up on wealth that we won't give people these cures because a patient cured is a customer lost. What kind of fucked up mentality is that? We are an electric age. Almost everything runs off of electricity. Why the fuck are we still burning fossil fuels? You know, we have the technology and the resources to make thirst and starvation a fucking thing of history. But we won't do that because there's no fucking money in it. What does that say? What does that say about what we've become as a race, as a people? Not divided like we've been, because they have tried to keep us divided from each other. They do not want us coming together. and they will do anything they can to make sure that doesn't happen. So they restart the race wars. They start up fucking segregations among different countries about stupid political nonsense that really has no weight in today's world. It really doesn't, because it doesn't fucking matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what color skin you are or who you choose to love. You know, none of that shit matters, because in retrospect, in hindsight, we're all human beings, and there's only one fucking race, and that's a human race, motherfuckers. Period. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Hey, that's triggering because it has the word men in it. Fucking people these days.
I'm just saying. It's all fucking stupid these days. People are pissed off for the wrong fucking reasons. They really are. They really are.
I think I get like 75 cents less than you. So I'm gonna have a fit about it instead of doing actual research to like prove my thing. I'm just gonna say that's a thing and not show you any research behind it. But I don't expect you to pay me more.
I'm just saying, I wish more people shared my mentality. You know, to be more open. Not just open, like, to other people and other ideas, but open-minded, open-hearted. You know, like, not just to take everything at face value, but remove yourself from the equation and look at everything going on around you, evaluate it, and then make action. You know? Nowadays, people just want to fly off the fucking handle for any old reason. Oh, this guy is fucking trolling me on Call of Duty. Let me act like an asshole. Yeah, because that's going to solve everything, right? That's just going to make everything so much better. No, it's not. That's going to be so counterproductive. You want to stop that dude from trolling you? Well, it's easy. Hey, Brad, this is a game. I don't know why you're getting all fucking crazy about it, but I'm having fun. And as soon as that dude realizes that you're not really being bothered by his shenanigans, he will get bored and he will look for somebody else to go and fuck with. You don't have to let that person rile you up, fucking get you all hyped up and triggered. You don't. But people allow that shit to happen. It's just, I think it's sad, man. It's a sad state. We are not the human beings that, you know, history tells us we were. And even then, they were all fucked up. I mean, if you look about it, like really look about it closely. I'm sitting on land that was fucking stolen from Indians and paid for with their blood. Like, that's legit shit. I'm not proud of that. I'm not. My ancestry fucking sucks. My ancestors were fucking assholes. Period. No question about it. Won't deny it. But me, as a part of this generation, I strive to be better than them. And that should be the point. You want to be better than those who came before you. So I try not to hold on to the same grudges that my mom held on to, or my grandfather held on to. You know, I try to be more open-minded, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more wise. Maybe the guy who fucking solves the big problem tomorrow. Then what are you gonna feel like? A dick. Old, wrinkly, STD infected dick. That's what you're gonna feel like. STD stands for sexually transmitted disease.
Technically, the correct term is STI.
Sexually transmitted infection?
Yeah, that's because they're usually bacterial based.
I'm trying to kill this fucking Spriggan.
Skyrim looks fun.
He didn't die. What the fuck? You can laugh, dude. But see, it's that kind of short-sightedness that I'm talking about.
This nigga not dying.
Oh, you're gonna cure yourself, huh? Yeah, eat that. Die, dude. Now you better give me back every fucking arrow I dumped into your ass. Alright. Thank you. I got my 10 arrows back. I was counting too, nigga. I was counting.
I'm going Deadpool style. 1, 2, 3. Oops, looks like
down.
someone wasn't counting.
Mara's eye. I don't know. I don't know if I
This guy was smart.
Yeah,
See,
I
he
know
wore the brown pants.
There's a, if I'm not mistaken, trap door.
Hold up! Some of you are wondering why the red jumpsuit. I wear this so my enemies can't see me bleed. This guy has the right idea. He wore the brown pants today.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I only have 12 bullets, so you're gonna have to share.
I feel like the beginning of Deadpool.
The war
is the
isn't
best.
as good for business as I thought it would be. Sure, the pay is good, but the runs are harder, with all the extra soldiers on the roads, and finding jobs that are worth the risk is difficult. Like our current job, guy hires us to move a bunch of crates with a few questions asked, so we get the goods. Here and I take a look in the boxes just to know what I've gotten myself into, and what do I find? Bodies. That bastard has me moving bodies. Well, I stripped them of their jewels and gold, so the joke's on him. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, kicking ass.
400 arrows, holy shit. Okay. Why is this guy dead?
Oh, honey. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize I was in a den of fucking vampires.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
So they killed this nigga, took over his camp, and turned it into their fucking, little, what would you call that, nest?
Oh my god.
Look, there you go, look, there's Friday. You wanted to talk to Friday, there's Friday.
Friday, man. Say some stuff about your
Me
cat
again?
hamster.
You mean you again? Hey, it's Mr. I wanna fucking have my my cat fist me in the ass, and I wanna beat the fuck out of my hamster. It's Mr. No Morals.
Hey, say, it's not you.
Oh,
It's a
got that
different
nigga.
boy. His name's Friday, man. He likes to do things.
That's funny. So yeah, the guy who was in here last night is also in here again. That's
Yep.
funny.
Friday, man.
I find that hilarious. And he comes in, he's like, you again? I'm like, me? Nigga, you on my channel. Of course I'm gonna be here.
Hey, I'm gonna go subscribe to you.
Go for it. I mean, I do shit like this all the time.
Yeah, I wanna play, and I wanna be a part of it.
I deleted a lot of
Did
my
you
old
miss me?
videos.
Yeah, we missed you Friday, man.
My nephew missed you. He was waiting for you to show up. He was hoping you were gonna show up. He found you hilarious.
Kill your hamster again.
I kept all my old videos. I just like looking back on them. Either that or I private them, but
That's what he was saying last
Wait,
night.
say that again?
I kept all of my old videos. Just like looking back at them.
He's like, this is
deleted
where I
them.
was, this is where I am now. I've only taken 2 steps in 4 years.
That is so true.
Damn, that's really sad.
Alright, so I've been playing this game for a while now, alright? And for some reason, I've yet to figure out why sometimes wolves are so much bigger than a normal wolf. Like, here's a picture of one of the wolves I was carrying. Look how big that son of a bitch is.
Oh, you sent a picture. Well, I'm not gonna stop my Let's Play just yet to check that out.
Let's call and look at that photo. Look how big that fucking wolf slung over my shoulder is.
Dun, dun,
Jesus.
dun, dun, dun. Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's
what the
just
hell?
sometimes a wolf randomly that big.
I got mud crabs coming after me. Ah, it's crabs!
X-Force.
See, look. Arrow bounced right the fuck off him. I shot an arrow, and I got it on footage too. I shot an arrow at a crab, and it bounced right the fuck off of him.
I mean, he has a shell, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, you just got food throw dodge, mud crab. Are you serious? That's totally shit.
Okay, wait. You know what I would really like? Far Cry 3 or 4 combined with Ark.
Like the base making and shit?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
Jews did 9/11. Wow.
I like these hack and slash RPGs.
Hey, Friday man, talk about your dead hamster and flushing the bones down the toilet.
It wasn't bones, it was body parts.
Yeah, body parts, no bad.
Body parts. Don't you hate it when body parts get clogged in the toilet?
So now with the all-new OxyClean, you can unclog those jams in no time.
Shut up, Colin. You fucking human being, you.
That's so racist.
I know, right?
You guys are so fucking racist. Be right back.
What was that?
I shall return.
Die. Fuck that hamster. I flushed him down the toilet.
Talk about your dead grandma.
I'm calling action for animals. Ooh, that dude was just like staring at the fucking wall. He was just staring at rock. Like, really?
Fuck that hamster. Maybe I will be like Friday man.
And I will come take bait tomorrow or something. Hey, Brad, by all means. If the broskies are on, so am I. Well, peace, deuce, be easy, all that good shit. Have a blessed day. Fuck, I'm starting to get a little tired. It's about that time.
You work tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow, thank God. But this guy's gonna be dead tomorrow.
He's dead already.
Hey, if I die before I wake up, is that like being like half dead? Like if like you're sleeping, right, and you die in your sleep, is that like a fucking like how do you chalk that death up? Like if you die in your sleep, would you consider that to be a good thing or a bad thing?
There'd be nothing to be scared of because you wouldn't know it's coming, but like.
Well, I mean, a lot of assumption is the people who die in their sleep have it easy. Well, I'm thinking about this, like seriously, like give it some in-depth thought. What if that's not the case? What if those people who die in their sleep actually fucking like die from this really bad fucking like mental nightmare shit? Because you know you can, like if there's enough terror involved and enough, you know, like bad energy, you can fucking kill yourself in your sleep if your brain believes it. So like, who's to say those guys that died, those people that died in their sleep didn't like, you know, have a really fucking intense dream before they fucking, you know, bit the bullet? You know, We just assume they died peacefully. How do we know? What if it wasn't peaceful for them in that moment? We don't know what was going on through their heads in that moment. I mean, to us, they were asleep, but they're in their subconscious. Lord only fucking knows, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be right back.
Fuck yeah.
I think the best way to figure that out is to try it out myself. So,
well, I don't believe those fucking people. Like, I refuse to believe those people who were like, oh, I've had a near-death experience and I saw this bright light. Well, it's just so funny that you and everybody else who fucking, you know, had a near-death experience said you saw this bright light. I had a fucking near-death experience. You know what I saw? Nothing. Same. You know why? Because my fucking eyes were closed. That's why. Because I thought I was going to fucking die. I didn't have my life flash in front of my eyes. I didn't meet my maker. You know? I think those people are just full of shit. They heard what somebody says, and because they want some fucking attention, they're just gonna spin the same fucking bullshit. Kind of like a fucking reboot of a movie.
That's exactly what it is.
Now, if everybody said something different, that would be more believable. Because I don't think when we die, I don't think we all go to the same heaven, you know? If there is such a place. You know, I think it's more like your own personal heaven, what heaven is to you. If you want to be surrounded by all your loved ones, that's where you'll be. If you want to be a fucking dragon flying in the sky, that's what you'll be. You know, if you want to be a fucking ballerina or president, that's what you would be. That would be like your ideal heaven. But that doesn't say that it's the same for everybody. Oh, I need that. My mouth was so dry from talking so much. Yeah, I saw. He's gone now.
What Friday Man say?
Friday Man said, good night, I'm going to...
Oh,
nope. I'll probably be a hamster. Friday Man said, good night, I'm going to fuck myself to sleep. And then he said, I'll probably be a hamster. Well, hold on. Before you leave, let me throw this little bit of a debate towards you. What if, and I'm not saying you did, and I'm not saying you didn't, but let's just say you did fucking, you know, flush your hamster down the toilet. What if when you die, you get judged negatively, and your personal hell is to be that hamster and repeat that instance over and over and over and over for the end of time? I'm just saying.
That would
suck. That would suck. That would be a true definition of hell. To experience something so horrifying and so, just so fucking like maliciously evil, and have to repeat that shit over and over and over until the end of time.
You said getting flushed down a toilet, right?
Wait, say what?
You said just getting flushed down the toilet, right? Like the hamster?
Yeah, like he said he flushed his hamster down the toilet. But what if when he died, he was judged by God and the scales did not tip in his favor, and he was subjugated to go to hell, but his hell was to be that fucking hamster he flushed down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? To relive that
all the
shit.
Water in the toilet.
Yeah, to keep reliving that shit to the end of fucking time. That would be fucking hell. That would be a fucking nightmare. Okay? That would fucking suck.
Friday Man, are you really going to sleep?
Just drink all the water in the toilet. There's nowhere to get flushed to.
I'm just saying. I think like people have a lot of
shit you just said, Colin.
I think a lot of people have a lot of like misinterpretations and misconceptions of what the actual heaven and hell is like. I haven't read all of the Bible, but I did read a pretty decent sized portion of it. And from what I took away from the Bible is that, you know, there's a lot of, like, whatever you do, it comes back to your ass. So, if you're a fucking negative evil person, you're gonna have negative evil shit happen to you. When you die, you're gonna have a negative evil fucking afterlife. I mean, that's just my belief on the matter. Everybody believes different, but hey, to each their own, right? It's not my place to judge. I'm not God. Well, good night, Friday. I hope you have a nice night. I hope you don't kill any more hamsters or any more grandmas. You might want to rethink a few of your life choices. Just saying. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that might be good advice to follow. But yeah, dude, you take care. Have a good one.
Do it more.
Please come back.
Tomorrow.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know about you guys, but I like to cut my penis.
Do what?
Just the calm.
I'm just going to ignore that. I heard nothing.
I don't have an enemy, so I can't.
Do what? Just to so calm, do what?
I'm like, wow. Me with that one, dude. You really did. Like, damn it, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Hi.
Hi. I think Yeti said he was in Montana.
No. Like, on the street.
No, wait. No.
Yeti's in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You're in Mississippi?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you live there? Like, you're a fucking resident of Mississippi?
Hey, after
No, like, I'm here.
if you can comment on the video,
Like, you're visiting?
No.
can you comment on the video?
So you're a resident of Mississippi, Colin, you dumbass.
Yes.
Alright, well,
That's
then.
what he asked you.
Howdy, neighbor.
Colin, you make my head hurt.
Kill you fucking wolves right quick. Where the fuck are you? Come here. Come here so I can fucking kill you. Yeah, there you are. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Doggy paddle your bitch ass over here so I can fucking hack you in half. Let's go. Come here, motherfucker. Die. Hey, bitch. Get out of the fucking water. Come here. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor wolf.
Fuck that wolf.
Ice wolf.
Die, bitch.
Skyr, are you trying to fuck wolves again?
I'm not fucking wolves. I'm killing them. There's a difference. You know I don't do that no more.
I missed Friday, man.
No more. Hold up now.
You caught on to that, huh?
The delayed reaction to that, Colin.
That was the whole point.
Oh, wait a minute.
The United Empire was better forever.
That awkward moment when you're fucking your sister and turns out it's actually your dad?
Dude, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Don't know, but thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
Tell everybody about the channel. We hope to get 1 million.
So, we're just doing this Skyrim shit. Why? Because I'm bored.
Yeah, I want to try playing this.
If you're just joining us.
If you just joined us now, you're missing the best part.
Yeah, you kind of did. And I have no real objective. I'm just kind of like wandering around Skyrim fucking off. Collecting locations. Not really like attempting to do anything significant.
Like most Skyrim players.
Well, I'm probably gonna kill this fucking bear. That's pretty significant.
Fuck that bear, dude.
Like, for some strange reason, every single time when I fucking play this game, I always do the same shit. Like, I will always fucking get the Zephyr bow, I will always max out my archery, and I will always max out my sneak and my pickpocket. I've noticed this is like a trope every time I play Skyrim. I'll do like one hand and bow, or I'll do two hand and bow, or I'll do like magic and bow, but bow is always in my skill set.
You should try doing a glass cannon build. Where essentially you deal a lot of damage but you can't take shit.
Come on, bear.
So we have Friday, man. Yet again.
This nigga's just standing up. Death. Death to the cave bear, who's now floating down the river, upside down. Look at this shit. This looks like motherfucker Baloo the bear laying on his back taking a leisurely swim down the rapids. I'm not even bullshitting you.
Kill him.
This is fucking insane. Wow.
Captain Insano pulled no punches, guys.
Actually, it's Captain Insano shows no mercy. But yeah, I get what you were going with that. Hey, mud crab. Die, mud crab. Right,
she showed me her boobies and I liked them too.
She showed me her boobies and I liked them too.
Hey, Honda game.
The Oblivion Crisis. I think he left.
Alright.
Yeah, I think he just like jumped in, dropped that comment, and like dipped out.
Well, you never know. He might
Swimmer
come back.
inquiries. Where are all the fucking skill books, man? I know I'm missing a couple of them. I don't know exactly where the fuck they're at. I don't know who the
I had
fuck
a mod
this guy
installed
was.
the Skyrim that basically made it so every book you read gave you some kind of skill.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know who the
Based
fuck
on
owned this
what was in the
cabin,
book.
but his ass got eaten by that fucking bear. That bear fucked him up. Big time.
You telling me that that bear eats ass?
Yeah, that bear definitely ate some ass.
It'd be very popular in this day and age.
He was like, I'm gonna be all up into that ass. Watch this.
I never understood eating ass. It's kind
And
of
the bear is still just floating down the damn river. Bye, Mr. Bear.
Did you kill him?
Yeah, I killed him. That nigga's taking a swim. He's floating on his back, moving breathless.
Hey, the lake of reincarnation. That's the gateway to hell.
I wonder if I actually got magic. I wanted to see. Do I have conjuration? Raise zombie. Let's see if I can bring the cave bear back.
Hey, so I'm gonna leave the party real quick and
Come back to life, bear.
Why are you leaving the party real quick?
Because I have to shut off my system back on because it's not letting me start orders because I don't have enough.
Cave bear is too powerful for raise zombie.
Okay.
Too powerful? What the fuck? It's a cave bear.
That's
Who
why
left?
you can't have cave bears, man. Call him.
Oh,
He'll be
yeah.
right back.
I am now the party.
Because cave bears are too OP, dude. Imagine if you could run around with a cave bear.
Don't. Magic.
Oh, are you kidding me, game? Oh, I don't know how to get out of this. Right here. This game just sent like 3 giant boulders running down like a mountain after me, and it was kind of like not good.
Fever, reduced weapon skill. Rock joint. Okay, I need to go to town and I need to sleep, apparently. I am being plagued with all kinds of shit. I'm gonna go to my home in Whiterun, which is the only fucking house that I currently own. And I'm going
I
to
modded the fuck out of Skyrim. So,
I can't.
house.
I have to play Skyrim vanilla. I cannot fuck with mods.
Really?
I'm dead serious. I've never played Skyrim with mods, and the one time I tried, it was just so fucking horrible. I tried to do the fucking what is it? The female enhancer, where the women in this game are a lot more attractive, and it just came out all wrong. Like it locked me out of trophies. It wouldn't let me do a bunch of shit. So I was like, nope, fuck that. Vanilla is fine with me. And it is, right? Like, really, it is. I have no problem with vanilla Skyrim. So it's 12
I
hours.
like the mods because I don't like play Skyrim seriously at all. I just play it the fuck around. So like I basically got the mods and I made myself into like a hunter basically. I'd go kill a bunch of animals, sell their skins, and I basically installed a mod that gave me a hunter shack too. I'd go and sell their skins for money, and then I eventually would buy new equipment.
Wait, say that last part again, Wayne? I didn't really hear you.
I downloaded a mod that gave me a free hunter shack, and since I just was playing the fuck around, all I did was hunt a bunch of animals and kill a bunch of shit and sell the shit I got from them for fun.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Why do you keep jumping in my bed? Says all diseases cured. Let me check to see if that's true. Yes, it is. All my diseases have indeed been cured.
Oh look, this weird encampment. Is that for like a...
You're pushing my bed off this way. Sit up.
I wonder if I can join
now,
a regular old
stand up,
thieves guild.
put your knees up against it, and push it forward.
Ooh. Oh, I just took an arrow to the fucking face.
Okay.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Man, fuck that Dawn Guard. Nobody gives a shit about them vampire hunters. Who is this? Danica?
It's a shame, isn't it?
Where's that one chick I'm looking for?
Glad you're here, Nisi. Not out
that fucking traitor chick. Is that her?
Looking for my husband? Men are all alike.
No, I don't want to look for your husband. Fuck your husband. This dude's a fucking pedophile anyway.
Really?
I'm joking.
Oh, I'm saying. It's like a game like Skyrim, I wouldn't be surprised they added something like that into it, but...
It makes you fucking question some of the characters in this game and their
Everything's
integrity.
for sale, my friend. Take a look.
Stop. Yeah. Let's see, glass boat, get rid of that. Staff of firebolts, get rid of that. Staff of
a lot of my first time playing Skyrim was me just running around killing a bunch of villages. Alright, you're not attacking me now. I can join, I'm assuming.
Do come back. I don't like the way he said that. Do come back.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I have it stored in.
Don't you have an enchanter's? This chick doesn't have an enchanter's table. I need an enchanter's table so I can disenchant some of the shit that I have. Oh fuck. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be about it for me. I'm gonna probably shut it down here for the night.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in my house, I'm gonna save. Cause I'm tired. It's like fucking, I don't even know what time in the morning. Yeah, it's 4:52. So it's about time for me. And yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so you guys know I'll be here, and if y'all want, we can do this again tomorrow night, depending on if y'all are busy or not. I don't care either way, it's whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been great. It's been fun. Loved hanging with you guys. I hope I didn't rant too much. I know I have a tendency to do that, and I apologize. But you know, I'm just trying to help you guys out in the long run. That's it. Anyway, love you guys. Good night, you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right?
Yeah. Talk to you tomorrow.
Always. Later, you guys. Have fun. Be safe. Stay all that and then some.